Hi everybody, this is Erica from Style by Erica, and today we're going to talk about how to style your oversized iris. So I don't know how many of you are in the same boat that I am, but over the last year and a half, I have lost a significant amount of weight and inches on my body. And so now I have pieces in my closet that I loved at one time, but now they just feel too big and they feel like I have lots and lots of fabric that I'm playing with, but I don't necessarily want to get rid of the pieces because I still love them. Okay, so I'm going to show you some tips, tricks on how you can take something that's oversized and make it feel not as oversized. Okay, so let's get started. Today we're going to talk about the Iris tunic top. So the Iris is a V-neck tunic top with longer sleeves, and it does have a scoop hemline. Because this one is oversized, it's a little hard to see because of how it's draping in the front. This is a 2X iris. My regular true to size in all of Lularoe is a medium. So I went up about 4 sizes to get this right here. But I loved the burnt out print, and for whatever the burnt out print. So what I wanted to show you today was going to look best on this print. So we say all the time in Lularoe, shop the print, not the size, right? And you still can. You just have to have some tools in the back of your back pocket in order to make this work for you. Okay? So let's get started. First and foremost, with any of our Lularoe pieces, you can do this with dresses, you can do this with some skirts, you can do this with tops, is you knot them. Okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some fabric and I'm gonna fold it underneath. Does not have to be perfect. Goodness knows I am not perfect when I do this, but basically you just want it to get up. So then you have all of this fabric in the front of you. Now you have to decide where you want your knot to be. I'm gonna put my knot in the front, okay? So you just pull all of the material together and then you just make a knot. Now I have a ton of fabric because this is oversized, so my knot is going to be pretty large, but we'll show you what to do with that. Okay, so then you pull your little tail through. Now, if you like your tail hanging out, then just, you're done, woohoo for you. But you can also tuck your tail back in, right? Then you do still have this knot. And if you like the knot there, that's great. Otherwise, you can just pull it up. Now, if you are going up a significant amount of sizes from your true size, you will have a little bit of a bulge right there with the knot, but you can't really see it, right? And then you can even play around with how this is laying on you to create a V. Now, I am not one to do this kind of front tuck because I don't like this here. However, the more that I pull down, and again, you can play around with how loose you, so I'm doing that a little bit. Then you have this nice V right here, which I think is super flattering. And for me, I am okay with that. I'm okay with this part showing. When we get up a little bit higher, I'm not as comfortable. Okay, so then you just kind of keep playing around with it. Oop. Tuck that back in. And so now, I still have it. It's kind of like a high-low, right? And then I still have all of this here that is not super form-fitting to me. And sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I like that. I like the fact that I can still feel like I have hips and I still feel like my nice new little body that I worked so hard to do is there, but that I'm still have comfort here. Now, you can always play around with how this, works, because this, it pulls a little bit. It just kind of depends on the look that you're going for, right? But I think this is adorable cute, right? Because again, I'm taking all of that fabric and I'm pulling it into one spot, and yet I still feel like I'm super comfortable. Okay, now you can do that on the front. You can also do it on the back. So now what we're gonna do, see, isn't that amazing that we went from that to this, right? So now you're gonna roll up the front and you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna make a knot in the back. This knot is not going to be fantastic because I am terrible at doing knots that I can't see, but I have a lot of extra fabric, so I can play around with it. Okay, then I'm gonna tuck that up underneath. And there you go. That is another look right there. And again, as you play around with moving, you can play around. I just loosened it just a little bit. But there, now you have a completely different style of shirt, right? but it's so comfortable. And I'm just playing, making sure that that knot's not coming down. And you may have to play with it during the day, right? But you know, you can play around with the fabric and see, right? There's a slight bulge, right? You know, so play with it and see. But from the front, I mean, that's so cute right there, isn't it? Nice casual look. Okay, so you can knot from the front or the back. Now again, your knots can go in the middle of your body, they can go on the side of your body, it really doesn't matter. Let me just do a side one just for the kicks and giggles here, right? So if I were to do a side knot, and if you wanted to leave the tail out, that would be what you would get most likely. And with this, if I did it on the side, I might actually leave the tail out. Like, well, maybe not. But still, you can still have the knot on the side, and yeah. But even if you didn't actually want to do a knot and you actually wanted the tail to be flowy, just get a rubber band, right? Get a rubber band, put it where you want it, fold your material up, get a rubber band, boom, rubber band it, and there you go. You have a nice little tail. If I rubber banded it, I think I would be more into leaving it like that. But cute, right? Excellent. Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you is something with this. This is a bra clip that we take to take our bra straps and put them together for wearing a racer back tank. But you can take this and you can make really cool lines with your clothes. Okay, so I'm going to go, I was going to go in the middle, but I'm going to go on the side. So you're going to push the fabric through, and the key with this is you want two little tails. So right now I have one tail. I'm going to try to get another tail. They're kind of going to merge together, and that's fine. And then just pull this. I'm a little too high. I did practice with this, but I still could never get it right because if you know me, I am not perfect. Okay, so just going to pull it close to your body. So now you're going to take the two little tails and you're going to put them in the opposite end of the little clasp thing. And these come in 500 different colors. They're super cheap, right? And they're just plastic. That's all they are. Now, you are going to have to play around with this a little bit. I'm doing it super fast, and so it's not going to stay a ton, but I'm telling you, it's super cute. Yeah, this one is not going to stay for me, but yeah, it's not going to stay. And it's not as tight as I would like it, but you get the idea, right? So you just have this nice little thing on the side of your clothes, right? And then it creates this line down. Now it should be like that, right? To get the full effect. And then you have these little pleats that are super cool. But again, super cute. And you have this cute little like fun accessory on your clothes. You can do it on the side. I have done it right in front as well if I don't want to knot and I want to do it this way. Now, if you do it this way, folding with your clothes already folded, you're going to have more fabric here. So it's going to be a little harder, but it's still going to work for you. And again, I'm doing this super fast, so it's not going to be I have a lot of fabric, and so it's not wanting to go through the little. It's because I folded my shirt up before, which you can do too. Okay, there we go. Now, again, you get the idea, right? It is not like super tight, right? But you get the idea, and then you just kind of play with how you want your shirt to hang, and it's just another nice little dealio right there. Okay, you can use this bra clasp for anything. It's so versatile, and play around with how you use it. Again, it's just plastic. Okay, comes in 1,000 different colors, so look for that. And my last idea that is tried and true, if you know me at all, is put on a belt. This current belt is too big for me, so we're gonna see how this is gonna work, if at all. Here's a nice little tip for you. Take a little elastic rubber band and put it after, if your belt will not lay flat, and then it should lay flat for you. So then you take your belt, ooh, that worked nicely, And then you're playing around with a little tunic style shirt, literally the way that it was meant to be, but you are giving yourself some shape. Now, you can blouse it. Now, if you have a shirt that is long enough on you, you could throw on some leggings and play with it as a dress. I don't know if I'm that brave, but some of you out there might be that brave. So if you love the oversized look, then this is for you. Completely oversized, but you're still kind of belted in. Okay, super cute. All right, those are all of the looks I had for you on how to oversize and style your iris top. Don't forget to visit my website, www.shopericahall.com. I have irises on my website currently, so make sure that you grab yourself one before they're all gone. And please don't feel free to reach out with any questions that you have about styling or sizing or different prints. If you see a print that you love, but it's not in your size and you don't want to fiddle around with all my little sizing tips and you want it in your true size, please let me know, because I will be on the lookout for a style and a print that you love. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.